Okay, children. Now about the food web here. If you see this different animals on the bird written as it is, we can see that each animal represented here depend on other animal for the food, or the other animal is eaten by the one animal is eaten by the other animal. You already know about the food chain, that is the link between the plants and animals for the food is called as food chain. Here, if you make several food chains by using these animals, we can make several food chains. Here, grass is eaten by deer is eaten by fox, rat is eaten by cat is eaten by lion, hen is eaten by the dog, and the dog is eaten by the tiger. The worms are eaten by the hen, and the hen is eaten by the fox is eaten by the lion. So, man is eaten by the tiger, deer is eaten by the tiger, cat. Here, again, rat is again eaten by the dog too, and the dog is eaten by the wolf. Cat is eaten by the dog, and the dog is eaten by the lion. It's also eaten by the fox, and the hen is eaten by the dog. So in fact here the man is eaten by the lion, man is eaten by the fox. Like this we can form several food chains. So in this manner man is eaten by the wolf. So here this several food chains form a food web. In fact, when we see this, we can understand that several animals eat a single animal. Here the deer is eaten by the lion, deer is eaten by the fox, deer is eaten by the tiger, deer is also now in fact is eaten by the wolf too. So in this manner, a single animal is eaten by the different animals, and the different animals like cat, deer, dog, rat. So these are the different animals. These are all eaten by the single animal. Lion eats rat. Rat is eaten by the lion. So deer is eaten by the lion. Then again hen is eaten by the lion. Cat is eaten by the lion. Dog is eaten by the lion. In fact, in the same manner, the same animal is eaten by the different animals. So here several food chains are being formed. So food chains represent the organisms which depend on one another for their food. Here the main solar energy is used up by the plants. The solar energy is used up by the plants is converted, the energy that is transferred to the herbivores, and from the herbivores the energy is transferred to the carnivores. In fact, food chain always moves from the producers and starts with the producers and ends in carnivores. So here the energy levels, so the number of the organisms starting from the plants to the higher carnivores always decreases. Did you understand, children? So next, coming to the beaks of birds. And some animals use beaks of the animals or birds. I'll talk about the beaks of birds now. Later different animals will see. Different birds have different beaks. Why is it so? It is so to suit their food habits. So even though different birds use the same beak, but they use in the different manner to take their food. For example, if it is a hen, it uses its beak to pick the insects. Short beak, isn't it? Hen has the short beak to pick insects. In a similar pattern, if it is a hummingbird uses its long pointed beak to suck nectar from flowers. If it is all these animals, the birds, though they are they use the same beak, but the purpose of taking the food differs from one to other. If it is a parrot, it uses its hooked beak, isn't it, to crack nuts and eat fruits. To crack nuts and eat fruits. And if it is in vulture, it has a strong beak to take the flesh of the other animals. It takes the flesh of the other animals with its beak and also with its claws. So different beaks are present for different breeds to suit their food habits. That is, birds have different beaks to suit their food habits. We can see that birds have different beaks to suit their food habits. Children, once you open your textbook and see the different birds that are given in your textbook, page number 15, I think so, children. Yes, it's 35, sir. It's 35, page number 35. It's the first one, it's an eagle. It has hooked beak. See here and see which type of beak it has. Eagle and which group it belongs to. Eagle, natural scavenger. Next, pigeon. It is an omnivore. It takes both grains and worms. Duck. It's also an omnivore. It takes grains and fish also. Hen picks insects and grains. Next, coming to the magpie. It's also an omnivore. Humming, this is a woodpecker pest. It takes the pests and insects. It eats the pests and insects. And I'm sorry, ma. This is a parrot. This is a sparrow, and this is a pigeon. Sparrow is also an omnivore, and this is a pigeon. It's also an omnivore. Crow. I know. I think you know what the crow is. It's a natural scavenger. Is This is a hummingbird. This is a kiwi, and this is a starling. Okay, children. So these are the names of different birds. So which type of beak they have. So this has long pointed beak. This has long curved beak. This long pointed beak. So hummingbird. Every bird how the beak is. Duck has combed beak, and hen has short pointed beak. Like this, you have to write about the group to which it belongs to, and also the type of beak it has, and what are the food habits. So in homework, you write about the birds. So name of the bird, group it belongs to, and type of food habit. Food habit, what does it eat? What does it eat? You have to write this in your notebook. Okay, in CW itself you can write about this. So that you write today. Next, and you draw the pictures of these birds. Okay, children. Next, coming to the page number 36. Picking food with beaks. Both hen and crow uses their beaks. Now we'll see the differences and similarities between these two. Both hen and crow, both of them uses their beak. They are similarities, isn't it? Use their claw to take food or to scratch or to move. Anything, both has claws. You can say the both has claws. Next, both has legs. Both has legs. Both has wings. Both are omnivores. So these are the points which are the similarities between the hen and crow. What are the similarities? Both uses beak to take the food. Both has claws to grab the food or insect or any other food items. Both has legs to move. Both has wings to fly. Both are omnivores. So type of food also, but it differs. How is it? Crow is also a natural scavenger. In fact, the hen is not. It has wings, but it can fly only up to certain height. But crow can fly to a great extent and fly high up in the air. So this hen uses its beak to scratch the ground and pick the worms and insects, whereas the crows don't. So in this manner, we can see that there are, though both are birds, both are omnivores, there are differences in certain aspects of taking the food or having certain organs for them. Is it clear, children? I think you have understood about it. Next, coming to the woodpecker, I have already explained you that it's a bird that takes the pests and insects. Next, long crane. Crane uses its long beak to take the fish from water. Next, vultures. They have strong hooked beak to tear the flesh of the animals. Parrot, I told you. And next, so we can see that the type of the beak suit their food habits in the birds. Vultures would need sharp claws along with the strong hooked beak to tear the flesh of animals. Next, hummingbird, I told you, sucks the nectar from the flowers. Next, crows, you know what are they? They are the natural scavengers. They depend on the rotten food material. They depend on the rotten food material and keep the surroundings clean, and so they are called as natural scavengers. You can write the similarities and differences also. Similarities you have written, Noma, hen and crow. Differences you write now. Differences, what are the differences? Hen scratches the ground by its beak to take worms. Scratches the ground to eat insects and worms, whereas crows don't do this. Okay, next, here they cannot fly high up in the air. They can fly only up to certain height. They can fly high up in the air. They can fly high up in the air. They has the legs. Both has the legs to move. Is it clear, children? So these are the points that they have the difference in them. So their wings, they help them to fly only up to certain height, whereas they can fly high up in the air. Here they are only omnivores, but they are both omnivores and natural scavengers. They clean up the earth by depending on rotten food material also. So we can see that there is a difference between the hen and the crow in this manner. Next, coming to the, how does the frog get its food? You know it. Frog uses the tongue to take the food. It drags its tongue far apart with its sticky tongue, and when insects come near it, it drags its tongue and the insect sticks to its tongue and it swallows it. In the similar pattern, the lizard also takes the insects into its mouth. Next, lizard also the same thing I told you, and the frog and the lizard's way of taking in food. How do these animals use their tongue? They take the food with its sticky tongue. Yes. How does a cow get its food? I told you cow by the process of rumination it takes its food. What is rumination? What are the different parts? Mouth parts, teeth, tongue. Rumination is the process of bringing back of the food from the stomach again and chewing it properly and again eating them, swallowing them. This process of bringing back of food, eating quickly and bringing back of food back to the mouth again and chewing it is called as rumination process, which is done by the animals such as cow, buffalo, camel, or the goat, sheep, all are the ruminating animals. How much and how little? So here, generally the elephants eat leaves, branches. They are herbivores that are living in the forest, we can say. But they eat as they need to eat very little. Is it clear? Don't think that they eat more and more. The larva of crane fly eats a lot, but after changing to adult, a crane fly does not eat. If an elephant eats more, elephant's body is big, it eats more, isn't it? It eats more, takes more food. Usually you observe the elephant eating a lot of food. You cannot able to feed it for if you tame it for a longer period. Isn't it a normal maths? The larva of crane fly eats a lot, but after changing into adult, it cannot. It doesn't eat at all. It's a GK question for you. And how does the dog get its food? It searches through the sniffing process. I told you. How does it takes its food and all? Page number 38. Where does it do to find its, what does it do to find its food? What does it do? It scratches the ground, or it searches. To take the rest, it scratches the ground, it sniffs. With its smell, it usually finds the food. Which parts are involved in taking the food? Teeth and tongue. How does a dog eat meat? It tastes the flesh of the other animals to take the meat. How does a dog drink water? It licks the liquid foods. All I have completed and I told you. And dogs eat food by using their sharp teeth and tongue. Wild animals like lion, tiger, they all tear the flesh of the other animals. So in fact, they get their food from the other animals. So the animals which have strong legs to run, sharp claws to catch, and sharp teeth to tear the flesh are the carnivores. So these animals that hunt, the animals that hunt, have sharp teeth, yes, sharp teeth to tear flesh, strong legs to run, and also sharp teeth and claws to tear the flesh. So the animals that hunt have sharp teeth and claws to tear the flesh and strong legs to run or escape. So this is about the carnivores, herbivores, which uses the rumination process, and some birds are also herbivore, which depends upon the only the plant foods. Understood? I think so, ma. And also the ducks and fish. Ducks normally take the fish from water, and also they have the teeth to filter the food from the water. Both fish and duck has the teeth to filter the food from water. They use their teeth to filter the fish from the water. So duck and fish use teeth, it is a body organ, to filter their food. That is fish. Their food is fish. From where do they live? Mostly in water. So this is a habitat. Habitat is a living place of plants or animals that suits best in a best manner for all the conditions in a best manner to meet there. Is it clear, children, up to here for you? And next, coming to the leeches, what do they take? Leeches normally depend upon the blood of other animals. They suck the blood. Normally their habitat is buffalo skin. They suck the blood of the buffalo and take it as its food. The sucking is the process in which the leech usually do. So way of taking in food is already given you in the form of a table in the previous class, children. So modes of getting food by the different organisms. Lizard on the wall, spider in a web, hen in a garden, butterfly on a flower. So it differs from one to other. Lizard, it takes the insects on the wall. Spider in web also takes the insects from the web. Hen in the garden also eats worms and insects. Butterfly on a flower sucks the nectar. So they take the food, and in the different manner, different birds or the different animals take the food in a different manner. So this is about the food habits of different animals and birds. Is it clear, children? And the last and the final topic that you have in this lesson is about the animal colonies. Animal colonies I'll take up in the next class. Hope you understood of what I have said today. Learn well, take the textbook and learn well. Okay, ma, have a good day.